Hi, in this video we're going to be discussing the compound miter saw. The compound miter saw is also used to do a lot of cross-cutting. Also has the ability to do angles very well. The basic operation of this saw, it's also used left-handed. You put your hand on here, there is a switch underneath here that you pull to activate the motor. You want to hold your material up against the fence again, and you want to make sure that it's touching the fence as close as possible because the saw is spinning this way, so it's going to be pulling it into it. When you are lining up for your cut, there is a small switch on the back of the saw that you turn on. When you lower the blade without pulling the trigger, it casts a shadow on top of the board that you're cutting. That allows you to line up the saw exactly so that you can do your cut. So you can bring it down, you can see that you're lined up correctly, bring it back up, then you'll want to be able to activate the saw by pulling the trigger. If you want to do angled cuts on this saw, there's a variety of ways that you can do it. There is a switch in the front here. We've got indicators for your degrees that you're going to be cutting. They are all off of 90, so if you know your angle here is 90, it's presuming that you know that. All the measurements are off of that, so that it's set at 0 currently. You push down the thumb guard here, lift up this lever. This is fully locked, this is fully open with the thumb depressed. You push it over, and it'll click into some of the most commonly used angles automatically. This is 15 degrees. You push that back down and it locks it. If you're wanting to cut an angle that is not something that it clicks into, you simply move it over, and then again push this down, and that locks the saw into place. When you bring it back up, you bring it back to 0. Make sure that you lock it back down. You are also able to use the saw to cut angles by tipping it left or right. If you do cut left to right, you do want to make sure that you're aware that you could potentially cut into the guards, so that if I'm wanting to cut an angle, I'll have to loosen up a knob in the back here, slide over the guard before I adjust my saw. On the back there is a knob that you rotate, and so that lets you tip the saw to the side as well. Go all the way over. When you are at your desired angle, you need to tighten the knob back up. And you want to, before you cut, make sure that the saw, you can see right there, it's hitting actually the guard still, that it has full range of movement. So you actually need to loosen this up and move it even further off. Now it can come all the way down and come all the way out. To bring it back to 90, it does have a stop that it hits, and then you tighten it back down. There is a knob on the back on the other side that if you want to go the other direction past your 90-degree cut, that you can go this way as well. It's called a compound miter saw is because you can do both the angle this way and you can do the angle this way at the same time.
Cool. Let's see a cut.
Another angle cut?
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
Either way. That's a good one.
When you're using the saw, you want to make sure that your hands are clear of the blade as far as possible. It is also possible to use clamps on the saw to hold down materials as well. When you're doing a cut that is longer, where you need more of the depth of the saw, you want to cut down and then pull out and then you come back up and put the saw back.